Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabby and I'm doing this new series where I talk about books for 5 minutes. It's my 5-minute book review, and the reason why I do 5 minutes is because I can talk forever. So without further ado, let's get into it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the bell if you like me. If you don't, that's also okay. Let's get into it. Today I'm talking about Tools of Engagement by Tessa Bailey. Tessa Bailey is the queen of dirty talk, and I have to be honest, I grew up in a very religious household and I'm still very uncomfortable with sexuality, sex, my body, whatever, and I feel like books have been a way to kind of learn about that and feel more comfortable, because I'm in a time where I feel like I've been ashamed. That's for a whole other video, but I feel like in the religion I was raised that we're taught to be ashamed of our bodies and ashamed of our sexuality and all these different stuff. So I've kind of found solace in reading books and learning about that and trying to feel more confident in my body, you know? Whatever, it's a thing. So Tessa Bailey is the queen of dirty talk, and it still makes me uncomfortable when I read them, but it's getting easier. But I love the relationships. I have read all 3 of the books in this series. It's Fix Her Up, this is the last one, Tools of Engagement, and the other one is Love Her or Lose Her. So in the first book we have I forgot her name already. Georgie. Okay, so the first book is Tools of Engagement, and it's Georgie Castle and her brother's best friend, Travis. He's a famous baseball player who had a bad situation, and he's trying to make his image more family friendly. So in that first book, this is kind of going to be a whole spoiler review, so just a heads up. In the first book, she's in love with Travis, and they decide to fake a date to help better his image, because she is a clown. She literally works as a clown for children's parties, and so how much more family friendly can you get? So they start fake dating, and she's been in love with him like her whole life. And the very end, of course, he proposes. And in the second book, so in the first book, it's really important. In the first book, they create this thing, this group. It's escaping me. They create this group where the Just Us League, and these 3 girls started Just Us League as a support, where they create these goals of what they want to do, and then each girl in that group, the original group, got their own book. So Georgie Castle, she wanted to start her own party planning business, basically, where she does the clowns, and so she starts up that business, and obviously she's engaged. And in the second book, their friend Rosie, she's married and having a hard time in her marriage, and in the second book they go through marriage counseling and a marriage boot camp, and her husband work that out, and at the very end they get this house, but it's a fixer-upper, and that's important because they fix their marriage, and they have a vow renewal ceremony, and then they have this house. And it's important for this book that we're talking about today, Tools of Engagement, because what happens is Bethany Castle, which is Georgie's sister, they are a part of a brick and mortar house flipping company, and Bethany is the stager, but she wants to open her own business and start her own house flipping company. So she tells them that she's breaking off and starting her own company, and her family, of course, is not very happy about it. So the husband in the book before, Love Her, Lose Her, decides to let Bethany fix their house. So Bethany ends up fixing this house. She's sworn off of boys, and there's this guy who's much younger than her. What's his name? It's gonna bother me. Wes. Wes, younger than her, he works for Bethany's brother, and he ends up leaving to go help her, and that's where this whole book comes in. It's like their relationship. And I like this book. I rated it 4 stars. Again, the dirty talk, I had to skip through some of that because it makes me uncomfortable, but I really enjoyed it. Besides the fact that the dirty talk makes me uncomfortable, for you it might be amazing. Like, you might love it, but it's a little bit much for me. But I'm not gonna let that stop me from saying how good this book is, because I love it. And I will probably read other books that she releases, because I'm pretty sure within months of each other she released this book and the book before that. Like, Tessa Bailey has been cranking out books during Corona time, and I'm loving it, because I just read the Love Her Lose Her this year. So I'm digging it. It's awesome. So 4 stars for me. Do recommend, if you've thought about reading Tessa Bailey books, I would read it. The first book, I have to be honest, I didn't really like it. It was a little intense for me, and when I say the dirty talk, there's like nicknames that kind of get annoying to me, like Baby Girl and Baby Girl, what's the other one? I don't know. I don't really care to remember because they kind of get irritating, but now when my fiance calls me Baby Girl, I'm like, whoa, bud, stop it. And if you read the books, you'll understand. So I've gone way over 5 minutes, but I feel like it was necessary. So I hope you enjoy this video. 4 stars. Do recommend. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed that whole like little series, and I hope you do too if you read it after this video, or if you have read it. Okay, I love you. I hope you have a great weekend. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. Love you. Bye.